Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And before we get into any of this, the first thing I'm gonna need you to do is hit that subscribe button right now. With that being said, let's get into the topic. Okay, so as you guys know, Ryan Henry from Black Ink Crew, his entanglement has been unfolding before our very eyes. His best friend, who was battling cancer, came forward and said that, Ryan was creeping with his baby mama, and he was saying that he was very devastated and hurt behind that matter. Well, Ryan then came forward and was like, his friend is broke. He's just looking for sympathy, yada, yada, yada. And he was basically calling his friend a lame for taking to the internet their business. Then he doubled back after he got a lot of heat. And then he came forward and did somewhat of an apology where he talked in circles. But in the very beginning, he said that it was him that did it, but there was a lot that we don't know. I've covered both of the back and forths in previous videos, so definitely go and check out my previous videos on this matter to bring you up to this point where now the baby mama is speaking out and now it's even more back and forth. The baby mama decided to come forward and she decided to speak her piece and basically say, in so many words, I'm on up to it, but this is what he deserved. That's kind of what it sounds like. Then she also showed that there was abuse in the relationship. And a lot of people felt like, well, if there was abuse in the relationship, that does not justify, you sleeping with Ryan. Now, a lot of people had that take, and I honestly don't think her showing that, the man abused her was her saying that justified. That just showed, don't just try to get on here and paint me like I'm, the worst of the worst when you're grimy as well. Don't try to sit up here and act like you're a saint when you're not. That don't justify her actions, and I don't think that she was trying to justify them. That just means that you on some F stuff too, boy. So don't try to get up here acting all holier than thou. And yes, it's messed up that she messed with Ryan, but you banging your baby mama head in is also messed up. Like, y'all both wrong. And I think that was her point. Like, you're wrong too. So don't just try to sit up here on this high horse. Now, after she said that, he then came back and said that wasn't true and all of this and that. And it was just a big back and forth. So I'm just going to show you guys what she said, what he said, what she said, what he said. And we are just going to lay out this entanglement, I guess, for the 5th round. But you have to see my previous videos on the matter to be fully caught up to speed. I'll add them down in the links below. But here is what the baby mama is saying.
Ryan and Anthony, but no one has really heard from me or heard what I've had to say. Initially, I was going to keep things quiet and not really say much about the situation because I just felt like it wasn't anybody's business. I really didn't want to come out there with anything. But I just felt a need, especially for family and friends who I'm close to that see me on this platform. I just kind of wanted to say a few things to shed a little bit of light. I did just put 2 posts on Instagram. Both of them were kind of shedding light on my relationship with Anthony and everything that I've been through with him. And then I wanted to come on here really quick and just talk about that briefly. Just so you guys can see who you're lifting up and who you are, defending so hard in this situation, because this person is not exactly the best person in the world. He's not so innocent out there. And so I wanted to also make that very clear. But to begin, I just wanted to take accountability for what I've done. In no way, shape, or form was it right. I don't feel as though it is something that I should have done. I was selfish. I wasn't thinking. I didn't really care about anybody's feelings at that point, and it's terrible. But I can sit here and tell you guys that's truly what was going through my brain. I wasn't thinking about how this was affecting everybody else. It was a selfish decision in my part. At the time, I hear a lot of people saying, like, where's your loyalty? Like, how could you do that? I had no loyalty for Anthony. I really didn't. And again, I wasn't thinking about everybody else in the situation. I was only thinking about myself. I really didn't have loyalty for Anthony. Him and I went through so much. I had been hurt by him so many different ways and so many different times that, you know, whether subconsciously this presented an opportunity for revenge or whatever you guys want to call it, at that time, I wasn't thinking about it. I was just thinking about how I was going to be satisfied in that moment and, you know, whatever. With Ryan, you know, a friendship developed from, you know, the beginning when I had began dating Anthony. You know, I never knew who Ryan was. I only knew of him. Anthony claimed that was his best friend, that was going to be our son's godfather. Okay, cool. You know, you guys can see in our feeds and scroll all the way down to see, you know, where we were at as a family. We went on vacations together. We spent a lot of time together. You know, over that time, I got to know Ryan as a person, and as well as everybody else in his family and his, you know, line of friendships. And he was someone that I was able to confide in, you know, during the time that I was dealing with, you know, the many turmoils of my relationship with Anthony. You know, Anthony and I were never married. I was never engaged even to him. We held a relationship. It was short-lived. It lasted for maybe 3 years. For the first, you know, I guess maybe 6 to 8 months of us dating, it was perfect. And then, you know, I began to see who he was as a person. Abusive. Let's just put it there. Friends and family who know me, who know my story, who know me from the beginning, who followed me from the very beginning, have poured out their support because they know that at the end of the day, what I did was wrong and I take full responsibility for it. But, okay, this person is dragging it to be something that it's, you know, way bigger than the pile of things that he's done to me alone. I can't even speak for who else he's abused in the past or whatever. And so he's there painting a picture of me as this terrible person who was dealing with this man who was so great to me all my life, the whole time I've known him. Yet I decided to cheat on him, which is untrue, with, you know, his best friend. Yes, that happened. You know, over a span of time. Yes, that happened. Who happens to be my son's godfather. Yes, that's true. But in no way, shape, or form was this man this, you know, great person. And so I had to come on here and let you guys know, because I'm seeing so many women, especially at that, defending this person who is a straight up abuser. Someone who has put me through hell and back for all my life, or not all my life, but for since I've known him. And so for me, I just felt like, yeah, place your judgment. I don't really care what all y'all people have to say, because I wouldn't know you from a can of paint on the street. So if you want to talk about me, talk about me. I've done my share of apologizing to the people that I need to apologize. I still have to make this right. I still have to fix it. But, you know, we're not dealing with a saint here either. And so I wanted to shed that light off to everybody in the world who's defending him so hard. I get messages like, he's such a great person to you, blah, blah, blah. You don't know our life. You don't know what I've been through. Like, no one knows. You know, the pictures are, and the proof is in the pudding in the pictures. Like, I'm not lying about this shit. It's true what has happened. So I wanted people to get their facts straight before I start getting death threats and all these things, you know, surrounding this opinion wrong on all levels. You know, Ryan was someone that, like I said, I confided in, someone who knew those stories firsthand, who had been there, you know, through it all. He was also trying to help Anthony kind of become better and help him to rehabilitate himself into something more than what he was putting out there for me to see, or anybody else for that matter, you know. And being his friend, he was really trying to just be there for him and help him. You know, Anthony is going to twist the story. He's going to turn around and try to make excuses. In no way, shape, or form is this an excuse toward anybody for what I did, because again, I take full responsibility. In no way, shape, or form is this justifying what I did. All this is just shedding light on a person who's dragging a story, and, you know, for likes and followers, because this is has been his aim for as long as I've known him, that he's just always wants to be in the limelight. If anybody knows Anthony, especially in Chicago, You know, he used to be big back in the day in the club life, promo life, whatever. You know, he basks in that. He loves that. You know, any chance he gets to talk about that, he talks about it. And so this was an opportunity for him, I believe, to push out to the world this story to make himself seem like such a great big victim in order to gain likes and followers. And to me, that's not right. That's not fair. If you are going to publicly post and publicly speak on me and who I am and what you think I've done or whatever the case may be, then come with facts and then be real with yourself and be humble, because, you know, this shit'll come and bite you in the ass later on. And this is it now. Like, I'm not going to stay quiet anymore. I've dealt with things so privately. This past March when he put his hands on me, you know, was probably the worst. And I stayed quiet. I never said anything to my son. I didn't put anything out there for my son to be able to go back and see later on and until now, you know, but I always kept things so private because I never wanted my son to get a different view of his father, because at the end of the day, his dad is a great dad to him. So I would never want to take that away from him. But at this point, you know, he totally disrespected that part, that honor of keeping our son out of our personal business and things that don't really shouldn't affect him, yet he did that. And so this was me just wanting to let you guys know that if you want to know why, you want to know where my loyalty stood, wasn't no damn loyalty. There was none. There was absolutely none, because this man has hurt me time and time and time and time and time and time again, and still continues to do so. So, you know, for people that were asking that question, there's your answer. For people who are asking the question of like, how could you do that? How could you do that? Again, I wasn't thinking. My mind wasn't in the best place either. I know that, you know, people like to downplay the mental health thing and try to find excuses for, you know, that not being a valid reason. Yet, you know, I was in a very dark place myself, and we both found comfort within each other in speaking about those things and confiding in one another for that. You know, whatever it led to after that, I mean, it was a fucked up thing, and it happened. You know, before Anthony decided to post all this out to social media and to everyone in the world, you know, we were working on it. Anthony was here for days at my home after he found out what was going on and what happened, trying to, I don't know, fix things with me in a sense, I guess. I don't know. So it just goes to show like where his like intentions are really at, because how could you learn something about me that you're so appalled by to the media, yet you were here for an entire week and a half in my house, staying here overnight because you couldn't be alone, wanting my comfort. Just seems funny to me that you would come here and do that, but then yet go to the media when I decided to send you on your way because it wasn't working out. That little situation wasn't working out. Same thing with Ryan. He was in communication with Ryan throughout all that time too, for a whole almost nearly 2 weeks before he decided to come public with everything. You know, I get that he's upset. I'm not taking that away from him. Again, I've apologized to him. I've asked him in all different types of ways, you know, how we can make this work. How could we fix it? How could we all come together eventually and figure this out? And he, you know, there's no getting through to him right now because he's angry. Super understandable. Don't want to take that away from him at all. Yet, you know, the way he is going about it is just completely wrong. He's ruining, you know, the younger kids' viewpoints of what friendships should be and how to handle situations like this in the future. You know, these are people who look up to him and Ryan. Those are their uncles, you know, so he's just really tearing everything apart. And this could have been handled in a much more of an adult way than going to the media. I didn't want to have to do this. I didn't want to have to get on my live. I didn't want to have to say anything to anybody. But at the end of the day, no one's going to write my story. I'm not going to sit here and look like just this completely cold-hearted person, because that's not the case. I've been through enough with this man, you know, I've done the crying. I've done all of that, you know, and I've taken the accountability and the responsibility that I've had to take for this situation. It's been nearly 4 weeks. No, I'll say 3.5 weeks since this all came out. You know, I'm not going to sit here and cry on live because that emotion isn't there right now. My emotions are about how we can fix it and how we can move forward. Well, that's what they were, but now I just feel like he's completely tainted that too for us. So I just wanted to let everybody know that I do appreciate all of the support from everyone who either knows me personally or knows me just from, in passing. I've heard a lot of kind words, because at the end of the day, whenever I do go through things like this, and they are, known to those people who are personal to me, they know how strong I try to be, how I try not to let these things really fully affect me. And so to those people who've just offered those kind words, I really, really appreciate it, like, to the fullest extent. And it's been really helpful through this time. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say at this point from that. Again, I just want to really make it known to everyone that I am sorry. It's not anything that, I'm trying to run away from or be, not taking accountability for. I fully do. People who are in my personal life know what we're all going through. And I mean, that's good enough for me, but I just wanted to shed light on the person that you guys are uplifting to be this great, positive, wonderful person. Because even despite his cancer and all of that stuff, which is super serious, he was just not a good person during that time either. So, that's pretty much all I have to say, but thank you to everybody who's being supportive.
Okay, so that's basically what she had to say. So this is what she said in regards to the photos that she shared, where she had the scars, the scrapes, and the bruises, where he claimed he didn't touch her. He just tried to get her off of him, which I'm like, boy, you whooped her ass. She probably hit you first and then you whooped her ass. But if that's what happened, just say that, Anyways, so she said, I decided in the beginning of this year that I was going to touch on some experiences I've gone through in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, but with everything else that has transpired, it has overshadowed my true intentions in shedding light on the things that have happened in the past 6 years involving Anthony and I. This was me on 2 different occasions. The first photos are from when I was nearly 5 months pregnant with our son, Caden, and the last few photos are from this past March. With it being October and Domestic Violence Awareness Month, I wanted to tell my story of abuse and what I've been doing to try to heal from it. When I met Anthony, it was a whirlwind. I was young, naive, and in love. I jumped into a relationship with him without knowing the true person he was, a master manipulator. He easily maneuvered his way into my life and slowly gained control. The first incident completely caught me by surprise. I was so in love and felt totally betrayed. I never knew him to be abusive. A woman he was seeing at the same time he was seeing me tried to warn me and showed me proof in photos with photos and messages. When I confronted him about it, he denied it and manipulated that entire situation so that I'd believe that the other woman was crazy. Which I'm going to pause reading what she says, which I think that he is also doing with her. He's trying to flip, manipulate, and garner all total sympathy. Anyway, so she said, when I confronted him about it, he denied it and manipulated that entire situation so that I believed the other woman was crazy. After the first round of abuse, I immediately obtained a restraining order and tried to move forward. Newly pregnant and alone, afraid of what was to come for me as a single mother, I let him back into my life when I was almost 9 months pregnant. After Caden was born, I decided to stick with his father and work it out to try to give my son the life I never had, which was one with a complete family and both biological parents in the household. So that is what she said. Again, like I said, she showed several different photos of her bruised body. And this is what he tried to say. He tried to say he didn't touch her. He then showed one incident where it showed that she was the aggressor in that particular incident. But the bruises don't just, it's a difference from a girl hitting a guy and then a guy, maybe pinning her down so that she won't hit him, versus a girl hitting a guy and a guy whooping her ass. Now, I always tell y'all, everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves. She needs to keep her hands to herself. He needs to keep his hands to himself. And if she hit him, she was dead ass wrong and she can't expect for him not to hit her back. However, he don't need to get online acting like he didn't retaliate. Like, you whooped her ass. Say it. Say what it is, though. Don't try to act like what happened didn't happen.
But I'm about to post everything. No, I'm responding, Nori. Fuck that. No, Ari, like, it's like right now, you my mans. You ain't gonna be able to put comments and all that shit up under her live while she up there trying to assassinate my character and shit. Exactly. Why y'all dudes even commenting on her live? Them bitch ass niggas can't. Why the fuck y'all bitch ass niggas even comment on that shit? No, I did not abuse her. If I was an abuser and Ryan was trying to save me from being an abuser, why the fuck do I run Nova Star? Why? That's for abusive women. Ryan's sister was abused. She died in domestic violence. You think he gonna let it? You think he's gonna fuck with me if that was the case? Man, she ain't the mother of my child no more. I don't have her. She ain't shit to me. I tried to hold her ass down doing. Anybody who's following me, everybody know. Well, you can believe it. I'm gonna come off this live. I'm about to post this shit for y'all to see, and then you know what I'm saying. You all on the boat with us, but I'm beating you, and only you and Ryan know it. Get the fuck out of here. Go to my page right now. I'm about to post everything. All this shit I held back, y'all can see it now.
I don't think only you and Ryan or her and Ryan know when there's several police reports. And that right there is where he lost my respect. Because if you gonna sling dirt at her, don't be mad when she sling it back at you and say, oh, now because she tells people that you abused her, if you really did, then, oh, now she not the mother of your child no more. When you just, and granted, what she did was not right, but you just put her business out in the street. So then when she put your business out in the street, it's like, oh, no, you the only one that could speak on the fuck shit. No, that's not how it works. Mutual combat. Mutual combat means she hit you, you hit her. She hit you, you hit her. Mutual combat means y'all both duking it out. He came forward online and he tried to make it seem like she was telling a lie and that he never touched her. And he was like, oh, this is the proof that I'm innocent. But it's like, it says mutual combat. So that means if she hit you, you hit her and you was whooping her ass too. It don't mean that you didn't do nothing wrong. It means that y'all both was doing some BS.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm real good. She didn't have bruises on her face. If you read the police report, I'm driving a car. She takes a bag, hit me in the face with the bag. I'm driving. We in traffic. She going crazy and she sundress on. I'm holding her like this by her chest with my hand like that. I haven't said one bad thing about that girl doing this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I haven't said one bad thing about Ryan doing this whole thing. I haven't said about neither one of them bad. You know what I'm saying? Why she posting pictures, man? 5 years old and she know what the fuck that.
Also, to reiterate to all the people commenting right now, because again, I'll say it for like the 10th time. In no way me posting my abuse is trying to justify what I did, is trying to make an excuse for what I did. All I'm posting it for is to shed light on the person that you guys are defending so crazy and going so hard for, because he's not the person in life either. Of course, two wrongs don't make a right. You're absolutely correct. This in no way, shape, or form is trying to give you guys that. All that it's doing is showing you guys who this person is before you send me death threats and all types of other shit in my DMs and messages and comments.
Yeah, them motherfuckers hit me dead in the face. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love my son. My son loves his mother. I didn't want this to go down. But I'm not going to sit back like I did before when she did that shit. She put, nigga, anybody in this live that's from Chicago, they seen them pictures before. She did that shit. And the fact that she was pregnant at the time, I just let this shit ride, man. I let this shit ride. I ate this shit, but I'm not eating it now. I didn't never use no cancer for no sympathy. You can take cancer away. She fucked her son's godfather. Okay? Fuck cancer. I beat cancer. Exactly. 16th district in Chicago. They ain't, no black people even live over here. No black people even live over here. And they prejudice as fuck over here. Right, you can get a temporary restraining order, but then you got to go to court and get the real one. What happened? No, we did not speak. Me and Ryan have not had a verbal conversation. And like I said, doing this whole thing, I never said one bad thing about her. Anyway, I'm about to go. I ain't done. I'm not done. Right, I'm using cancer for sympathy. Like you can just take cancer on and off. I didn't take it to social media that I hurt them. I took it to social media for the support, actually. Who I was going to talk to? They were the two people I talked to. She filed the order. When she stayed away then? If she had a restraining order, how the fuck we on boats? How the fuck we on fucking trips? Get the fuck out of here if y'all believe that stupid shit. Some of y'all sound stupid, man.
Oh, you a manipulator. Just because she filed a restraining order, there's several women who go back with their abusers after the fact, after they filed paperwork. But that doesn't mean that what happened didn't happen. Now, I could see if there was no record of nothing and, you're saying like, oh, she's just making these wild claims, but it actually was documented, sir. Forward and said that there was abuse and there was no record of no police involvement at all. But the fact that there is several police reports, this isn't something where it was like, oh, now all of a sudden you want to say this. No, the woman went to the police. There's several police reports. She also got a restraining order out on you. This isn't just now you want to say something, because no, like she's been saying something. She just wasn't saying it publicly. So for me, he don't rub me the right way. Something about him doesn't sit well with me. And yes, she's wrong, but his spirit, the way it's something of it just don't fizzle and it just don't sit right. Because he's trying to say, oh, if y'all believe that, then you're stupid. But it's like she has the documents. You even showed police records where it showed that you guys were in mutual combat. So it's not like she's just totally lying on you. And so when people start to try to manipulate a narrative like that, it makes me give them the side eye. Because when you start to tell me like something don't exist when it does exist, and there's paperwork, and it's like, wait a minute, what are you saying? Now, it's different if you have an open case, y'all going to court for it, you don't want to speak on your case, that's different. Simply say, listen, I can't speak on the legality of my case with the whoop. But when you say that something doesn't exist, when it shows that there's several police reports and you're saying that a domestic violence situation didn't happen, and you like, and it's like, no, like at that point, I feel like you are trying to twist the narrative and you're disingenuous, and I don't know, like something about him just really rubs me the wrong way. Even though this girl was dead ass wrong for messing with Ryan, it just, like she said, it shows you his character, and I believe people's character matter. I believe like he was a effed up individual, and I believe that she probably did get to a point where she was like, man, F you. Because just look at how he trying to flip this situation. So imagine how many other situations he tried to manipulate within their home. Like, I don't know. I just don't like stuff like that.
Everything happened. I'm going through it quickly because I don't want you guys to see my information. But yes, this is all of that. Then this is the proof of me getting the restraining order, my statements to the police, everything, my whole entire statement. This is my domestic incident notice from March, from when he did what he did. Just the information from the court, all of that. We also did a criminal sexual assault because of some other reasons that I thought something happened. In case y'all wanted to see information, there's your information and your proof, people. Proof. Had the pictures printed for court. Okay, court photos, all the photos. Like, come on now. And then this is the last thing I'm going to say, because I know he's just gotten on his live and he's showing you guys videos of me being drunk and all that shit. And that's going to be the excuse, because it's the excuse he's been giving for this thing that happened in March for the longest time. You know, that night, I said it in my picture and in my caption, I was drunk. I was incoherent. Those markings were not from what was happening right then and there. Those markings happened while we were in our hotel room that night after his birthday. Again, choose what you guys want to believe. I don't care. I know what's the truth. I know what I woke up to. I know what I saw. I know what I went to the police for, period. And no one's going to tell my story and tell, you know, what my abuse was from what the fuck I felt and what the fuck I experienced. So believe what you want, guys. I said my piece.
Right, why the fuck her sister and her best friend, nobody would be saying this shit. And she went to social media, y'all would be embracing that shit. So get rid of her, but not Ryan. Fuck Ryan. Yeah, I feel sorry for my son, man. I'd have never did that shit to her. This nigga fucked my whole family up, man. Fuck that nigga, man. And fuck anybody else who got something to say. I'd never have a relationship with my son's mother. Never. I didn't bash neither one of their ass. And I know they talk to each other. They following it because she had blocked him and then she unblocked him to talk to him. So I know they talking to each other. He think this shit a game, all that bullshit. Oh, I was in Vegas. Nigga, you was in Vegas talking shit about me, man. I'm talking about when I say fuck look, my son, when I say my family, I'm talking about my son. That's who the fuck I'm talking about, my son. Now my son got to grow up in this shit. She ain't even got no fucking best friend. She ain't even got no fucking friends. Why am I stalking them? Because they need to feel that shit. I never laughed at Caesar. I ain't had shit to do with that shit. That was between him and Ryan. I don't even know that dude. I don't know C's. Probably met him 3 times in my life. I mean, y'all, look, don't fall for the okie doke. This nigga posted domestic violence shit earlier today, and then she go and announce this shit. Man, don't fall for that shit, man. I'm trying to sabotage his life because I'm hating. What I'm hating on, man? On what? How the fuck? He did this shit. How the fuck I'm trying to sabotage? I didn't do this shit. I talk to Rachel every day. I never was beating her. Just because he was beating me. No, I'm not on no fucking black ink. Am I feeling like the man because I had an upper hand? Look, stupid bitch. We talking about we at a point where me and her won't ever talk again. And that's my son's mother. We won't discuss our son. We won't discuss behaviors that he has when he's with me. We won't discuss things like, hey, I noticed he was doing this. Or we don't, hey, you think he should do this? Hey, what you think the best school is for him? Like, we that's what you talking about, man.